Hey everyone, this is Dr. Pete, and just wanted to. The topic came up about grading, and what was interesting about it is I work for a school that recently upgraded their learning management system, or maybe what some people call like a platform, like e-college, Blackboard, Canvas. There's whatever. There's tons of them. Some are very good, some are not so good, but the point being is that that's how you input the course, that's how you grade and all that. So, anyways, this school was doing that. And what always interests me, this happens once a year, is that I'll have students that come back and they'll say, well, I haven't got my final grade. And I'm like, well, I understand that, but the system was down for 2 or 3 days, and we had to extend grading for 2 or 3 days, whatever it is. If it's down 2 days, we get 2 more days, and of course the weekend's not counted in that. And what's so funny is I'll have a student make a comment or submit it to an administrator saying, well, I got done with the class and I didn't get my grades on time and I'm making a complaint. Well, what do you want me to do? I mean, I can't be in the class. I can't grade it. You couldn't grade it, or submit it. So if you can't submit it or you're late in your submission and then you use that delay as an excuse, the shutdown as an excuse, but then when I grade, I'm supposed to somehow, make up for that time lost, those 2 or 3 days. Well, I do. It's called Monday, Tuesday. But I have other students it perplexes me how someone can go through an experience and forget that other people are going through it as well. And so it's just something to kind of note. It's not a big deal, but if you have a professor who grades all of your work very timely and thoroughly, and then they stop, it might be better to say, hey, I noticed that you didn't have this graded. Is there an issue or do I need to do something? It's a nicer way of saying things. When you make a complaint and then go at it, professor, making it look like they didn't do their job, then even if they weren't, you put them in an adversarial role, and that's negative. You're attacking someone, which is negative, but you're not giving someone the ability to explain something. So then when you find out that you're wrong, then it makes it really hard to come back from that. And that's just a piece of advice. In the Army, they used to say, once you put your foot in someone's butt, it's hard to say I'm sorry while pulling it out. Okay, it's easier to say something like, to question things or ask nicely, and then if you have to do something more forcefully, then you can do that. Having said that, in education, there's not really a lot of reasons to start berating, being negative or ugly to professors or even students the other way. And some people are just very sensitive. There are some very sensitive students. Some people may call them snowflakes, but everyone's got their terms, okay? But the point being is this is college, and that someday you're going to go in the real world, and what you think may be stressful or bad here, it's only going to get worse out there, because those people can fire you. They can not be fair, or they can be less than fair, or things can be a lot different there. So this is just one of those things where, for example, if you're at a job and the factory was shut down or the company shut down for a week for whatever reason, and then you went the next day and said, well, why didn't I get these reports from your boss or an employee? They look at you like, well, the place was shut down for a week, what do you want me to do? It makes you kind of wonder, are you really involved? Do you really care about the team? Are you really aware of what's going on around you? And the same would be in this situation here. Anyways, just a quick note. I had a couple students. Some were very supportive, some were oblivious. And so just to take the moment to think about it, and I think a lot of times that will resolve most situations. If there's anything else, great topic, but just want to move on to grading and catching up. Thank you and best of luck.